Good afternoon, everyone. New York has always been a battleground state for fraudulent litigation, and recent lawsuits involving the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, or RICO as it's more commonly known, highlight the growing and rapidly evolving use of this federal statute to combat fraudulent schemes. Originally designed to dismantle organized crime, RICO has evolved into a potent weapon to combat insurance defense fraud, which has previously lacked real teeth in our jurisprudence. RICO lawsuits in New York and other states across the country specifically target industries and places where fraud is systematic, with New York City ranked number 2 in the country as one of the toughest places to litigate. In essence, these complaints filed by insurance carriers allege in great detail that organized groups of doctors, patient recruiters, and law firms conspire to submit fraudulent no-fault or workers' compensation claims, which is particularly damaging under New York's generous auto insurance system. However, it's not limited to just motor vehicle accidents, as we'll discuss today. Carriers leverage these RICO complaints not only to fight each and every individual claim, but also with the broader goal of dismantling these sophisticated networks and deterring other fraudulent rings. $308 billion annually is lost in insurance fraud, demonstrating the widespread magnitude of these deceptive practices, hence the pandemic on fraud, or Fraudemic. My name is Kristen Carroll, and I'm one of the appellate attorneys here at Wilson Elser.
My name is Thomas Comer. I'm one of the trial attorneys at Wilson Elser. In addition, we both also manage books of business on behalf of companies and insurance companies.
And today we're going to be discussing 4 main things. First, we're going to go over the RICO complaints that pave the landscapes for these fraudulent counterclaims. Next, we have Tom here that's going to go over some rulings on impeachment and what actually happens at trial as a result of these RICO complaints. Also, what happens to the trials that actually go to verdict involving these RICO physicians and law firms. And finally, what are some best practices we can utilize to use these fraudulent allegations at trial? So first, let's dive into the RICO framework. So here we have multiple complaints filed in federal court against law